Greetings and good morning, beautiful people of planet Earth. Actually I've got to go out and turn this hose on. So I've actually been contacted by Farsight Institute. This is Dr. Courtney Brown. For those of you that may know of Farsight, Farsight's an institute for remote viewing. And I've known Courtney's work since about 2008, where I took an interest in, I'm going to have to water these plants too, gosh, stick on the subject, Andulairah. So I took an interest in Courtney's work and his research all the way back then. And it's funny how it kind of comes back around, because I woke up to this email from one of his, associates or staff that works with him to have an interview. They've asked me to have him on my YouTube channel to discuss, I'm assuming, all things to do with, not just remote viewing, but I seem to think that this is kind of geared towards preparation for contact and the false flag operations that our government potentially may instigate in the next couple of years. Do not be surprised if this happens, people of Earth. I had that intuition come to me a couple of years ago when I was in the bath, that perhaps the injection, not only does it program and rewire the neural pathways of the brain, but I also felt that potentially with this rewiring it could make people see things that aren't necessarily real, such as holographic images, holographic objects. I don't know. I mean, that's highly speculative. But obviously technology these days is so far in advance that I wouldn't put it past the government to create some kind of false flag operation in order to create this malignant one world government. And I say malignant because I believe it's probably only going to benefit a few and not the whole. Believe it or not, I am not opposed a one world government, but that connotation has become so sticky and so it comes with such suppression and oppression. I absolutely believe that as a collective planet, we need a one world government. We need to act under one banner to represent ourselves in the galactic community. However, I do not support this type of one world government. The one world government that I envision that would represent our planet would be one that represents our entire collective, and that it will benefit all of us with all equality, and it is a pure example of what we represent as a human collective, and that we do operate under one monetary system which is completely equal for everybody. So that's going to cancel out all this capitalism and all these levels of monetary value. I mean, look at the spectrum of like the financial world. We have the super rich, and we have people that are so extremely poor that they don't even have access to clean water and food, and they are literally starving to death. And so to me, having a one equal monetary system that benefits all of us is the only way forward. If there's anything less than that, I do not support that. And a one world government that we would have leaders in power well, not even that word sounds, but not in power, but we have elected leaders to represent us as a humanity, and our leaders are chosen on the merits of their altruism and their service to the whole and not service to self. That is when I would agree to a one world government, because anything less than that I don't agree to and I would oppose. So I've got a little friend up in the tree. Hey honey, I see you. Don't think I can't see you, because I can. This is her sleeping tree. This is where they sleep at night. There's a whole family of them. So, one world government, it's such a dirty word right now. It's such a dirty sentence because it inflicts and it makes people feel so much pain, because it is only benefiting a few, and these supremacists, these elitists, whoever they are, it's not benefiting anyone but them. So I suspect that perhaps Courtney and I will talk about these things, these issues, because these are current world issues that need to be addressed. Because if the government or Black Ops or whoever the hell they are creates this false flag operation of a staged alien invasion, I just feel so thankful that I am going to be away from it all here in the isolated regions of Australia. I don't want a part of it, because I'll see right through it. Anything that comes out in mainstream media, I would be highly skeptical of. And you have to know that when our ET friends come to us officially, not in isolated circumstances, but when they come to us officially, they would not come in a way that is sensationalized. They would not be, they're not coming to create fear and disharmony within us. If they were, they would have done it already. They would have overtaken us already. Are you kidding? There's nothing for them to gain or overtake from us. But they cannot interfere, at least the ones that are of service to others. They do not interfere with an evolving collective on our planet. They realize we have to work this out on our own. So anything that happens, you have to know that, of a malevolent nature, it's coming from our government. And I don't believe anything our governments come out with, because we all know it benefits but only a few. So it'll be interesting to see what we talk about. I sent my response this morning to them, and I don't know, we'll kind of see where it goes from here and what he wants to discuss. He has so much research on his websites. Farsight, he has obviously a YouTube channel. I think he has about over 70,000 subscribers on there. So he has a good audience, but I suspect perhaps he may have heard of me from me authoring Tony Rodriguez's book. I don't know, but he talks about it, and yeah. So anyway, see what happens from here. Love you guys.